All right, so we still have with us Muyiwa Authentic in the studio, and you know, you gave us some nice romance that you grew up with and all those stuff, but you've produced an amazing movie.
Thank you.
And the feedback has been phenomenal, and I think that some of our audience probably don't know how amazing it is. So please tell us, from the part 1 to the part 2, why did you feel the need to give us a rebirth of Ori?
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. You know, as a producer, there's always that one film that when you do, you notice things changing for better and all that. That was what happened to the first Ori. So that was shot in 2003 and came out in 2004, and it was massive. I mean, it wasn't the era of social media then, and you know, it was everywhere. You know, it was everywhere, all over the world. You know, it was the movie that took me out of the country for the first time. You know, went there to take a whole lot of awards. It was the maiden edition of AMA Awards. You know, yes, it won the best indigenous movie. It went to a whole lot of film festivals across the world. So Ori brought a whole lot of beautiful things. And it's one movie that every blessed day I step out of my house and I see people, they ask me, please, do something about Ori. So there was a time I was trying to do, you know, make a stage play about Ori. There was a time I was trying to, write a book about Ori. Then I discovered people are not reading anymore. So I started thinking, you know, I was, you know, having a whole lot of things. That when it clocked 20 years, I was like, okay, this is a movie that for 20 years, when I step outside my house, somebody will always refer to Ori for 20 years. So that means I have to immortalize the movie. And I think I have to look at the next 20 years. You know, do something that will make that film stays again. I want to do something about that film that will outlive me. Something that, okay, when I'm old, grown, gone, people will still refer to the film. And the kind of, you know, supernatural ties and engagement that comes with it. So we started 2023, and here we are, we shot Ori Rebirth. So it was the, everything that came with the first Ori that, you know, gave me that instinct that, okay, Muyiwa,
it's time.
It's time to do something about Ori again. And it's been divine. It's marvelous.
Let me say what is making me curious. So most of the promos, sorry, what do they call those videos that they do?
The trailers.
No, the skits that everybody is doing to promote the movie. The promos now. Everybody's upside down. I'm wondering why they doing things. It was Kiki that shot one, was Kilo Shele. Why people all going mad? What is the concept between, you know, their depiction of it? There was one lady, she wrote tire. Are they really promoting Ori? Because you know Ori is supposed to be
something about the head.
And I'm wondering, Kilo de Tewa Taya Kiri, and all of you are going mad. What exactly? That has made me very curious
to watch it.
Thanks so much, ma'am. You know, it's funny. You know, people are like, okay, this moment you need to do things on TikToks, you need to do this, you need to do promotions, you need to do that. You know, the Gen Z will not see film. And we keep telling them they will see good films. But they keep telling us, no, they want to laugh, they want to see comedy. I say, no, they will see good films. When they see films that talk to their heart, that speaks to their soul, they will listen. It will knock. And the door of their heart will open. And that is what is happening to Ori. Ori Rebirth knocked their heart and it opened. So while we were trying to come up with, okay, what should we do to get the attention of the Gen Zs and all that? So we just came up with that concept, like, okay, let's just do something. You know, I just saw Tony Abrams did that funny thing. I was like, okay, let me do it over his own video. So I did over a video, and as I'm talking to you, over 70,000 people have done it globally.
Wow.
Like, they are just so
different.
It was just, I was like, okay.
And you know,
it's not actually relating to
the movie.
The movie.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Just
not,
Get the attention
grabber.
first.
and of course, it
It
worked.
worked. See,
Yes, it worked.
Anyhow, if you want
At
to,
least at
if you
the
want to
end
catch
of it, it's
a
a good
fly,
movie. As serious
just
as
put
it
what you need to put there.
Yeah.
From my
Yeah,
end,
but-
I would like to ask,
Yes,
what were
ma'am.
the major challenges? Because I know that you cannot pull this kind of it in Nollywood of today.
With the number of actors, celebrities.
With the number of actors, celebrities, without having major challenges. Major challenges bordering from finance. I want to really know. I know now we are shooting movies in hundreds of millions.
Yes.
Yes, into 200, the 300, even 500 million.
Yes.
So what were the major challenges that you faced that you almost felt like, will this really come to life? I think people will also like to know from the failing perspective, not just the glamour.
Yo, thanks so much, ma'am. You know, it's that could be very emotional if I should go into the whole story. Because when I came up with that, when we have these stories of, okay, don't do anything too deep, don't do anything too serious, they will not watch it. Okay, so I'm like, okay, I'll do it. Let me put my whole fun. Let me put everything. Let me say what I have. Let me, you know, make money, borrow money from friends, from families, because I'm the executive producer of the job. So I produced, so I'm the executive producer. So it's like I raised the whole money myself, you know, because I was like, okay, if I fail, I wouldn't want one person to be dragging me around. I wouldn't want one back to be, you know, dragging me here and there. So it was huge. It was huge. You know, my family have to, you know, we have to reduce this, reduce that. And my wife was like, darling, that's what you want to do, go ahead. And, you know, my children too
What
are
a
like, okay,
blessing.
Daddy, you just have to do this. You know, we believe in you, we trust you. You know, you understand? And I was okay. And, you know, we had some CGI, we shot a plane crash. And I was like, okay, I just want to shoot a plane crash. And I want it to be real.
Yeah.
Like, I want it to look Hollywood, you know.
Yes.
So it was, you know, creating the whole thing, we built a whole private jet. It was built from the scratch. We have the whole video from the scratch because I want to crash it and I want people to see us crashing the actual private jet they saw in the film.
Yeah.
And that was what happened. So, you know, it's
That's a lot of money.
It's
Yeah.
quite a lot of
And a lot
money.
of work.
And you know, the CGI. So the CGI took about 8 months. Wow. Like I want it to be perfect. Okay, this is what they've given me. Will you see that? You know, a whole lot of things. I'll be like, okay, no, we don't want this. Let's do another one. If you take like 2-3 months to recreate another one again, yeah, we still have to wait. Yes. And I will tell you that
you are a
right from
perfectionist.
Which we
yes, because
think-
you know, to whom much is given, much is expected.
expected.
You know, people will be like, here is Muyiwa Ademola's film. I trust it. Sometimes it makes me happy, but sometimes it's like a very
The
heavy
load is
load. So I don't want to mess up. I don't want to disappoint people. And
Just
so
look at
I'll be
how
like, okay,
beautiful
let me just take my time to come out with it.
And not to compromise.
Yes,
You didn't
ma'am.
compromise on
No.
funding.
Yeah.
No.
Is
But
it fun?
was-
You didn't
I'm
compromise on
telling you-
quality.
On quality.
On quality.
And it's
Quality.
funding that brings quality.
Yes.
I
No,
know a
beyond
lot of
that.
our people will like, oh, if we have to crash the plane, can there not be another thing?
Yeah, I
we
know,
can
but,
do.
but, but it's
Can you not
beyond.
do picture inside
It's beyond funding. Honestly, it's just the spirit of excellence that you have, and I think we should appreciate you for that because you even because you've just said that people have said the Nigerian consumer doesn't really want anything deep. For me, I already feel insulted that they just think that we don't want anything deep.
I'm telling
but
you.
there are some people that respect us enough to go the extra mile to make sure that you give us quality. So thank you for that.
Thank
but
you, ma'am.
I just want to know how, you know, you've done a story 20 years before. And then, and then you bring it to today. What were the things that, you know, like I feel like there's some people that will be missing, there's some storyline that will not quite translate. Like how did you bring it so that it was, how did it transition so that in 20 years it's
22.
relevant? 22 years is still relevant.
Thanks so much, ma'am. You know, it's you know, in the industry we have our different strong avenue, you know, and mine is story writing. It's I did not study it in school. It's just a
It's talent.
natural gift.
Talent.
Yeah.
Is Ori?
Yeah, it's so God bless you. So the first thing I did was, okay, I made sure that the first story, you don't even need to watch the first story before you see this story.
Oh, I wanted to ask that.
It's a
Okay.
rebirth. Because we're talking about 22 years gap.
Yeah.
But there's a link. And if I should come out with the link, then the urge to see the film.
Okay, don't tell us.
Do you understand?
Don't spoil it, don't spoil it.
So, but I'm telling you, there's that premium, treatment if you see this Ori without seeing the first one. Okay, but the first one is still on my YouTube channel. So and I've seen people. They make sure, yes.
They went to go and watch it.
You understand? And so it's from the first one, you'll be like, hey, I've watched it. I'm scared. Even the one we shot 22 years ago. So it's prepared their mind like, okay, this is talking to us. This is not just, it's entertainment. People will be entertained, but they have to sit down. It's not all the time that we're something funny. No, like not some people. Like 90% of people, even when we, actors.
They cried, they wept.
Not
even cried, they wept.
So
yes, ma'am.
The first Ori had a crop of actors. Some of them are still alive, lots, or some of them have died. Let me not say lots of them. I remember Baba Bello's scene with the pregnancy revolution and all of that. And I'm wondering, most of those actors, except for Faithia, I saw at the premiere, did you bring any of them alive back to this rebirth? Did you sort of inculcate them in their roles in the previous one into this one?
Thank you, ma'am. The concept, it was a whole lot of, fight, tussle with my brain and all that. Okay, some people actually felt it would be the same old story of Ori.
Felt that way.
Yes, and if I should shoot the old story, you know it already. You just sit and say, Ma wo ma ya wore nsin. Ma wo nto o ma shubu. Moto ma gba. Then there's no more suspense.
There's nothing new
about
it.
So, it's just like rebranding the old thing. And I just want to believe that, okay, it's rebirth, not remake.
So not sequel.
It's not sequel.
Not a sequel. Okay.
It's not a sequel.
So it's
A
different.
remake. It's totally different.
Excited.
But same concept of this Ori. Same concept of, as we're sitting here, some people are still having like, that woman, she will put it down, she will just be doing like, I'm a lawyer. And they'll be falling before you. There's that concept, without you touching them, without you talking. Without you even praying.
Hey, we said it.
And they'll be falling, they'll be crashing, and you'll just be going. And they put something, you take it, the glass will crack and fall.
It's powerful. I can't wait to go and watch this movie. I really can't. Thank you so much for putting an amazing work out there. Thank you for restoring faith in the movie industry that we like serious things.
Yes.
We are not all just wanting to laugh. We're not jesters and surface-based people. But thank you also for sharing the story about your parents. It's beautiful to see that those things existed then and it's still working right now. We spoke extensively about parenting, and I just want to advise anybody that feels overwhelmed as a parent or a mother, please rely on community help. Talk to people, share your story. Please don't judge, don't condemn, rather correct with love and support people on that journey, because we don't know it all. And you might see something that I don't see, is my blind spot. Point my attention to it, correct me with love, as we are all on a journey to get better. Please make it a date. So watch. We don't have time.
And I would just want to add, the people they are correcting.
Take the correction.
They should take correction.
All right.
Don't see
if you are being corrected, take the correction. We might not even like what they are saying, but please take it. Don't give it back to them.
Okay.
So where do we watch this Ori?
Thank you so much. Ori is everywhere now.
They say Ori is everywhere.
Our head is everywhere.
Yeah, so in fact, you just go to my...
Everywhere.
Yeah, watch it. Don't watch. We are out of time. It is.
Some of them watch as if they were not there.
Exactly. Please, we are close to the end of the show. Ori is everywhere. It's in every cinema. Please watch and post your reaction, because if you truly love it, it will help others to also watch. He's putting a lot of funds into this. Let's support him so that we bring quality movies into the Nollywood cinemas. Thank you for joining us on the show. Thank you, ladies, for a very, very intelligent and rich conversation. We'll see you next week. Your View Pigeon tomorrow.
Your View Pigeon
Game
is
of Money tomorrow.
Yes.
Ori Rebirth.
Ori is in the cinemas.
Ori Rebirth already today.
Carry your head there.